Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Monday, September 9th, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We're going to start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. And what you're going to see is that the futures are ticking up a little bit. They're up about 3.75 points to around 1657 and a quarter per contract. So futures are catching a little bit of a bid this morning. Looks like there's been some strength overnight in the Asian markets. That's certainly helping to boost the U.S. markets, at least at the moment. You did have a big move higher yesterday or last night, I should say, in the Nikkei 225 index. That index was up about 2.5%. So we'll take a look at the Nikkei 225 daily chart. You'll see that was a pretty sizable pop last night, and here is the move there. So that's a pretty decent little push to the upside on the Nikkei 225. That certainly is helping the markets. Looks like they will get the 2020 Olympics. They also are going to do some policy changes there. And I guess the market's just like what they're hearing, at least at the moment. You also had some strength last night in the Shanghai Composite, which is really mainland China. So that index was up over 3% last night. Looks like there was some economic data coming out of China that was a little bit better than expected, if you can believe it. Right now, the markets believe it. The markets seem to jump on the bandwagon right now. It looks like they had a good inflation reading last night. The Shanghai up over 3% last night. So if we take a look at that chart on a daily chart basis, you'll see that was a big surging move. We'll see how much upside is left in the Shanghai, but that is a sizable move. Anytime you see the Shanghai catch a bid, you always want to watch two stocks real quickly. You want to watch Rio Tinto. That usually will catch a pretty strong bid as well. Let's take a look here at the pre-market. Yeah, you can see it's already up a little bit here. Nothing amazing, but it is up a little bit. Also, BHP Billiton will usually trade higher as well. This is not a great move higher, but it's up off of Friday's close, and you want to respect that. Those are two stocks that could be in motion, at least initially at the start of the day, just simply because anytime China does well, they're going to need commodities and things like that. So nickel and iron and things like that will come out of BHP and Rio Tinto. So those are two stocks that are holding up well to this morning, at least before the opening bell. We'll see how it plays out a little bit later today. When we move over to the European markets, what you want to see here is that Europe is not having the greatest of days. It looks like the German DAX is just down about 0.1%. The London FTSE 100 is down about 0.5%. So this is not really reacting all that well. You do have Italy up about 0.25%. France is down about 0.6%, and Spain is down about 0.6%. So nothing great out of there, out of the European markets this morning, but nothing terrible either. So we don't want to say anything one way or the other, but they're all slightly lower. It looks like there'll be more talk about the U.S. going into Syria. I'm not sure what we can make out of that at all. We'll just have to be a wait-and-see type deal. But when you look at the oil markets today, the oil markets are just slightly lower. So light sweet crude just down about 30 cents right now to 110.20 a barrel. Again, we can't make too much out of it. I have no idea how the market's going to react. Looks like the president is really pushing to get into Syria, so we'll have to see how that plays out. I take that back. Crude is actually down about 50 cents, so you do have a little bit of a downside move in crude this morning, but we've seen that a lot lately, and then crude rallies back up towards the latter part of the day. Looking at the gold market today, gold is down about, gold is higher by about $1. So I don't think we can make too much out of it. Let's take a look at the GLD this morning, and you'll see that the GLD is sitting right around the 134 level. It closed at 134.15. The USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, that's trading at around $39.30, and it closed right at $39.36. So we can't really make too much out of the energy market today. It is a Monday. Generally, the Monday trading session will have lighter volume than normally than a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, but that's typical. So we'll see how today plays out. Friday was a flat trading day last Friday, and we always say that you want to look for a flat day on on Friday, flat to slightly positive, and that's actually how the market turned out. It was pretty flat overall, even after an early morning sell-off. So today, looking at things right now, you just have to take it one step at a time. We'll see if there's any news out of Syria that can move things a little bit, but I'm not gonna, weigh my hat on it too much, and then we'll just see how it plays out. There will be economic data, I believe, released today at 3 o'clock. You're going to have U.S. consumer credit. Not sure if that will be a market mover, but it will be something. As for tapering, who knows? Right now, it looks like the markets are not pricing in a tapering, but it may come still. The patterns on the charts are still very, very suspect here, and that's all you got to do is just look at the charts, and the charts should normally tell us what we need to know as they unfold. So again, we're going to leave it here short and sweet, but watch for early morning strength. Japanese ADRs. You could get some strength out of stocks like Toyota Motors. You could also get strength in Honda Motor Corp, that's another one. HMC. Just trying to think. Sony Corp could also get a little bit of a bid. This one is actually not showing any strength, but there's no volume there either. Stock closed at $21 on Friday. But Japanese ADRs could be strong if the U.S. markets are strong today. Keep them on the radar. Also, you could get an early pop in BHP Billiton, also Rio Tinto. Maybe stocks like Vale and Tech Resources will also join the party. But we're going to leave it there, short and sweet, and I will see you all on the charts a little bit later. Take care, everybody.